Hello everyone, this is for experiment B, direct muscle stimulation. Now for this experiment, you are required to finish figure 2 and 3 in the lab report. So we need to understand how to read this figure. So the bottom row here showing these numbers 0.12, 0.25, 0.5, these are the voltage you apply to the muscle. And this individual peak is that we give them 3 pulses, as you can see here, 3 pulses. That means we stimulate the muscle 3 times. That's why you followed by 3 contractions, right? And the bottom trace is the stimulation. The top one is the contraction of the muscle. The first question asks you in the lab report to identify the subthreshold, threshold, submaximal, maximal, and supramaximal. And to do this, we have to analyze V2 minus V1 of the contraction force for each voltage. For example, I applied 2.5 or 0.25 volt and got this response. I need to choose one to analyze what is the V2 minus V1. So on the lab report, on the lab menu 6-2, you have a big table. When you study and analyze, you can write down the values. What is the V2 minus V1, right? Some of you might wondering, oh, this is too dense. It's so hard to put the cursor on the peak. What you can do is just click half display time, right? When you click half display time, you zoom in, right? And then you can easily identify the peak, right? So I can use double cursor. Put the left cursor always on the baseline. Move the right cursor to the peak. Move a little bit closer. Then looking for V2 minus V1. That's going to be your amplitude. And do this measurement for each voltage. And you can write down all the values. What's the V2 minus V1 for each volt? Then you can identify what's all this stimulus. Right, this is very important measurement. It may take some time. Now, once you get the data in the lab report to ask you to generate a graph. So if you look at the figure 3 of the lab report, generate a graph, and the x-axis is the stimulation intensity, that's the voltage. The y-axis is the contraction force, which is the V2 minus V1 you analyzed. Now, I want to emphasize here is for the graph, I want you guys generate a line graph, because in lab 5 we already learned for bar graph, most time you compare 2 or 3 data points, whereas for here we have multiple data points. If we want to see the trend, it's better use line graph, right? So that's for this experiment.